He's a Texas legend that nobody really knows about anymore. He was famous in his day. He was beloved in his day, but over time, people have forgotten about him, mainly because he was so humble. And because of his humility, he never self-promoted. So whereas others like Houston and Crockett have maintained their fame to this day, and it's well-deserved fame, McKinney's fame just kind of faded over time.
Not much is known about Collin Mckinney. We have a lot of visitors who come here asking about him, descendants of his who come in and say, I'm a descendant of Collin McKinney's, what can you tell me about him? And we really haven't had a lot that we could say until Eric Nishimoto wrote the book about him.
Flood of 1842 wiped out McKinney businesses along the Red River. The community had to start over. And again, Collin McKinney stepped up to help. He guided groups of new settlers from Kentucky to Texas on horseback.
He really didn't make a name for himself in Texas until he was in his 70s. He moved to Texas in his late 60s. At age 70, he was the oldest delegate at the convention of 1836, where he was one of 5 men who was asked to draft the Texas Declaration of Independence. He was one of the signers. And as a measure of respect and honor from the other delegates at the convention, he was presented with the quill and the inkwell that was used to sign the Declaration. During that convention, he also helped draft the Texas Republic Constitution. And he was one of the men who convinced the rest of the delegates to stay and finish the work of setting up the new Republic government, even though Santa Anna had already defeated the Texans at the Alamo and was headed their way to go after the delegates next. But McKinney was one of those men who managed to keep the delegation together to finish the work of the government.
My name is Tracy Hancock, and I'm a first cousin 6 times removed from Collin McKinney, and I'm very happy to be here today to celebrate his life. He's a fantastic leader, a visionary for the state of Texas, and I'm just really proud of him and all the other wonderful men that came to Texas and made it such a unique.
Okay, I'm Ralph Frank Cox, and this is one of my daughters, Nanette Lynn Dahlstrom. We are related to Collin McKinney because my grandmother, Nanny Margaret McKinney, married John Frank Cox in Anna, Texas, and John Frank Cox was my grandfather. And so, but that makes us related. This is my oldest daughter, and so that's our relationship to that. I've spent many early years of my life in Anna, Melissa, and McKinney, and it's really a very emotional experience for me to be back to the center of McKinney, Texas, in an honor of my great-great-great-grandfather.
My name is Collin Bradley McKinney. I am the great-great-great-grandson of Collin McKinney, signer of the Texas Declaration of Independence. This is my wife, Susan McKinney, and my youngest son, Carter. He's age 16. We are the ones that possess at this time the quill pen that was used to sign the Texas Declaration of Independence by Collin McKinney. He passed it to his youngest son, younger Scott McKinney, and as the family tradition has it, it will go to my youngest son on my passing, Carter Bradley McKinney.
Happy 250th birthday, Collin McKinney! Woo!
50th birthday, Collin McKinney. I designed a special cake just for you, and we have a dress for the occasion, you might say. Happy birthday.
Happy 250th birthday, Collin McKinney!